So it's 1 month since Silicon Valley Bank was put into receivership by the FDIC, and we've already done a video where we talked through how our system, our market reader technology, was able to detect extremely early that Silicon Valley Bank was in trouble. So here today, I thought like it's a month after. And even though market reader is very good at capturing things in high frequency, I just want to illustrate essentially that the fallout from Silicon Valley Bank has now lasted a whole month. So I just want to show a couple of charts really that illustrates that, right? So it started a month ago, right? And we all know about Silicon Valley Bank now. Some of the other stocks that we've been very focused on subsequently have been First Republic Bank. That's on our screen now. So even in the first week of the banking crisis that was centered around Silicon Valley Bank, we got signals that First Republic Bank was potentially moved by Signature Bank. That's what's illustrated here, which was the other bank that was taken over just essentially on the weekend after the Silicon Valley Bank issue, right? So this is something the system has been flagging. On the last trading day before the weekend, we had the system flagging that the drop in First Republic Bank was linked to the Silicon Valley troubles. So those links are established in the system. We can flag them. I want to now jump to the second week because it wasn't over after the first couple of days. So now we're moving to the second week of tension where it was still a US focused issue. So KRE is the regional bank ETF in which these banks that have been very much in the headline feature, right? So our system showed very clearly these dramatic drops in the KRE, and it linked the drops there to increasing concerns about deposit volatility and concerns about key investors about the banking system. So that was sort of into the second week. And that was the point at which the focus started to shift towards Europe, actually. So now I pulled up Credit Suisse that really came into the headline about a week after Silicon Valley Bank was very much in the headline. And here we have this dramatic drop. So Credit Suisse is listed in different exchanges. Here I'm showing the US listed version of the stock quoted in dollars, right? So we moved from 260 down to 170 very fast. And what we detected in the system there at the lows was the cause of the move in Credit Suisse on that day that was very dramatic was that the top shareholder, Saudi National Bank, did not want to make any additional investments. And that was sort of the catalyst for that big move. And then that forced the Swiss National Bank, the central bank of Switzerland, to come in later that day and provide liquidity. And it only took a few more days. Then they actually had to do an orchestrated takeover where UBS would rescue the bank, right? But the bottom line here is that we had tension around Silicon Valley Bank. It quickly morphed into Signature Bank. First Republic Bank was under pressure. We had the whole regional banking system in the US under pressure. We can see that with the KRE. And then in about a week after, the tension really shifted to Europe. Credit Suisse was very, very much in focus. We flagged that immediately in the system. And this is how we're using Market Reader all the time, being on top of the different news that is driving the moves in the market. So this was just some examples, a very important period, right, where banking tensions has now lasted a whole month. Thank you very much.